Ron from BBC News, and today we're bringing you an update from behind the Iron Curtain. We have an inside source in Russia. He's a working class citizen, and he'll answer all the questions that you have about Soviet Union. Here's some footage I recorded while interviewing Mr. Markov. Mr. Markov, what did you think about the Soviet Union, aka the USSR, before Gorbachev came into power?
Well, you see, before Gorbachev, the upper classes had too much wealth, and the lower classes were too poor. Also, we weren't allowed to listen to Western music or vote for any other party other than the Communist Party, and I think the government has spent too much money on nuclear weapons and the army.
That's very interesting. With that thought, do you think that the government has spent money unwisely at all?
Yes, I agree. The government has been unwise when spending our money because the people have not been provided for, and the government has spent too much money on nuclear weapons, which has wasted our national bank.
With these bad spending habits in the military, do you think the war in Afghanistan affects you at all in any way, good or bad?
I don't know why we're in this war, because our people have received no benefits, and the government is spending too much money on this war. I think that the government should spend time and money building up our economy.
While still on the subject of economy, would you rather have a socialist or a capitalist economy?
In my opinion, I'd want a capitalist economy because there are more economic opportunities for people like me and others in the working class.
That's very interesting. While I'm still on the subject of economies, what was life like before Gorbachev's new policy of perestroika?
Okay. Before the policy of perestroika, the government had a monopoly on all foreign trade, which stopped us from doing it ourselves.
Before perestroika, everybody got paid the exact same amount. Would you contribute this to their failing economy?
Well, I don't think that it helps because no one tries any harder than they have to. But we don't like when people are more successful than us because we believe in a society that's all equal.
With all his background knowledge of life before perestroika, what about life now having perestroika?
Now various industrial and agricultural companies can have foreign trade by going through individual state enterprises. Also, we can own our own businesses, which have been illegal for many decades.
Along with Mikhail Gorbachev's policy of perestroika comes the change in consumer goods. Does this change in consumer goods scare you at all?
Yes, I am very concerned in the changing in prices because I'll have to work harder to keep my job and get a raise so I can pay for more consumer goods.
Along with perestroika, Mikhail Gorbachev implemented the policy of glasnost. Can you tell us your thoughts and opinions on that policy?
Yes, I think glasnost has benefited people because now the government can hear our problems. It is a good policy because the government encourages us to openly criticize the Communist Party without fear of being killed. I've finally been asked what I think, which is something that has never been done.
Now that you can openly speak your thoughts and feelings about, let's say, the government's wrongdoings, how do you feel on the subject of the Berlin Wall, which divides Berlin in half between the east and the west side?
The Berlin Wall is a symbol of how the Soviet Union oppresses people, and with Gorbachev's new policies of openness and reconstruction, I don't think there should be the wall anymore. I think that it should be taken down. Hello. Joining me now is my fellow co-anchor, Jack. I'm here to discuss the events that have occurred in the last few days of Berlin.
Kein Zurück! Neben der Mauer, neben der Mauer, neben der Mauer, kein Zurück! Ja! Nein!
Well, Ron, it looks like we have East Berliners trying to tear down the wall here.
I completely agree with you. They are using hammers, and they're hammering away.
But will this wall ever be taken down?
I guess we'll soon find out as he's hammering away steadily. He switches hands, and there's a killer blow!
Now let's see an instant replay of that. Down goes the wall. It looks like he's taking home a piece for his family. And on the other side of the wall, it looks like they're hammering away as well.
Yes, both the East and West Berliners want this wall to fall. Jack, officially both sides of the wall have fallen. Jack, this is truly a blessed moment that brings tears to my eyes. People are rejoicing after years of being torn apart by this Berlin Wall, which is now officially fallen.
I agree, Ron. This has been a symbolic ending to the oppressing rule of the Soviet Union.